Hey YouTube, right, this is another contest entry for ZachsZillas. Um, Today I'm going to be doing my Chinese water dragons cage. More specifically, I'm going to have a look at one of my Chinese water dragons. There are two in this cage, but first of all, we're just going to go through a few basic things with the cage. I do see a lot of cages on YouTube that are way too small for Chinese water dragons. People don't understand how much space they need. For two Chinese water dragons, maybe three, this is the size cage you need. It's a 5.5 foot wide, 6 foot high, and 2 foot 2 inch deep cage. I custom made this cage myself. Cost me about 335 quid with the lighting. In dollars, that's about, I think it's about $450, $500 now. It's plexiglass fronted and melamine. Fairly basic. I'm not the greatest carpenter in the world, so it has got a few rough edges. But it looks fairly nice for what it is. The heating and lighting of this cage, it's heated by a 150 watt ceramic heater on a thermostat. The probe's in the back corner there. Then there are three 100 watt heat lights in here, creating two basking spots and heating the hot end up. The temperatures in this cage should be around 80 in the cool end, just under 90 in the hot end, and the basking spots on that load there should be about 105. Which it does sit fairly well. Basking spots will be a little bit low now because the lights haven't been on too long. The humidity in this cage doesn't hold great, but I do spray it twice a day, so it does normally sit between 70 and 80%. It should be between 70 and 80% for them. There is a humidity gauge in the middle of the cage there. Don't think you can quite see it. The branches in this cage there were two out of my grand's garden, and the long one across the middle, I literally went to one of the forests near my house and got a tree trunk and snapped all the side branches off it, cut it up, and then sterilised it using bleach solution and boiling water. The two chunks of tree out of my grand's garden I had stripped the bark off and did exactly the same thing. There are also 3 or 4 large Exoterra vines in here, just to give it a bit of more flexible climbing things. There's a big climbing tower thing in the back as well that's out of my original Chinese water dragon's old cage, which looks a bit small in here really. And there's 5 packets of Exoterra plants in here. We're going to have a look at the lizards. There are 2 in here, but this is the older of my 2 lizards. It's a Chinese water dragon. She's in the shed at the minute, so she's not looking great. I do need to sort of have a look at that shed because it's been sat in there a day or two, so we're going to get the shedding aid out. And this is the one we're going to be looking at. This is the younger of my 2 Chinese water dragons. That one is about 16 months old, and this one's just about a year old now. Lovely, very excitable lizards. I'm kind of hoping she's not going to run away. Success. Not too bad at all. She's lovely, really. She's beautiful colours, this one. This one's very bright green all the time. The other one's sometimes a little bit dull. This one's bright green all the time. Give her a quick feed for you and have a look at everything else. Right, good on that branch. We have got some super worms here for you. They normally love these things. Absolutely delicious. Always love their food. Great things. The other thing we've got in here is we've got 2 4 foot 5.0 UV tubes. I've got them vertically in this cage so they cover as much of the cage as possible. If you just put them in the top, they don't reach half the cage because they only have 12. Their UV only reaches about 12 inches. So there's absolutely no point putting them on the ceiling. They're on an Exoterra twin starter. We've got these vines actually hide the wires down to the bottom. try and make everything look a bit neater. Daily maintenance, they have a very large water tub in the bottom there. It's a 40-litre tub. It's about 2/3 to 3/4 full. They do swim in it a lot, and they do poo in it every day, so that is changed every day. They have a normal extra drinking bowl over there that needs cleaning out actually, that I change every day. As I stated before, I spray their cages twice a day. They get fed every day, normally in the morning, about an hour after they get up. They're on a diet of predominantly locusts. They're on 3 or 4 each a day, him slightly more. Then they normally have a couple of superworms and a couple of waxies if it's a treat day, or I leave everything out and just give them a huge bowl of vegetables and calcium powder. They're not 100% on it. They normally just pick through and eat the fruit out of it. So they eat the grapes and the melon and leave all the rest of the stuff. But oh well, I'd say it's... as long as they eat something, and I'd say they're fairly healthy eaters. As I say, we'll have one last look around the cage. So you've got a 5.5 foot by 6 foot by 2 inch cage. I mean, it stands taller than I am. There are some pictures on the internet of me standing inside of it, and if I get round to it, I might attach one to this video. There isn't really enough space in the reptile room anymore to open the door, so it only opens so far. But yeah, that's them. Thank you for watching, ZachsZillas. I hope you like it, and let me know what you think. And cheers very much. Bye for now.